Hi everyone, welcome to my page. My name is Ariel and I am so excited you decided to click on it, and I hope this message gives you a little bit of inspiration, motivates you to be the best you can possibly be. Going into this new decade, God wanted me to live in my purpose, walk in my purpose, and grow in my purpose, and that's what I decided to do. So I hope my messages do that for you too. With that said, I want to get into today's word. How do you find the joy in the now? How do you do that? How do you find that joy in that grief? How do you find that joy in that pain? How do you find that joy in the heartache, in the loss, in the depression, in the anxiety, in the worry? How do you do that? One thing I can tell you is you're not going to find the joy looking around at everybody else, looking around at what you do not have. You're never going to find the joy in that. You can never focus on what you don't have to find joy. You can never focus on another person to find joy. You have to find joy in the moment, where you're at in your life at this moment. You can't find joy in your past because you can't change your past. You can't change what happened yesterday. You can't change what happened 10 years ago. What you can change is where you're at this moment and where you're going to go in the future. That's what you can change. That's where you can start. But you can't find joy in that past, thinking that if it was just this way, or should I have done this, I could have done that, I would have been, no. One thing I love to say and I pride myself on is I do not regret anything in my past. And the reason why I say that, and that's very bold and very, some people will say cocky. I like to say confident and very, wise, because my past was my path to who I am at this very moment. My past, P-A-S-T, was my path, P-A-T-H, to who I am. Was the path to wisdom, was the path to strength, was the path to empathy, was the path to love, was the path to light and understanding. Yes, I had to go through grief. Yes, I had to go through stress. Yes, I had to go through worry. Yes, I had to go through heartache to get here. Yes, I had to go through disappointment in myself to get here. But my past was that path to who I am now. And who I am now is somebody who I find great joy in, someone who I love looking at in the mirror no matter what, flaws and all. And I am very happy with all my flaws, and I understand every single one of my flaws, and I know I can grow and be better. But it's okay, because I still find joy in them. I find joy in who I am at this moment. And that's what I want you to understand. Whoever you are in this moment, you need to find joy in that. You're never going to find joy having more money. You're never going to find joy having a better job. And you're never going to have joy having more things. You don't get joy from external things. You get joy from internally. God can't bless you if you're not appreciative of what you have now. You have to understand that everything you have now is what you can handle, is what God knows you can handle at this moment in time. And you have to be very, very appreciative of that. And you have to understand that. And you also have to understand, just because you get to that next level does not mean you're not going to have worry, does not mean you're not going to have troubles, does not mean that all your problems go away. No, that just means you have the strength the endurance and the wisdom to find joy in that next level. But if you don't have that strength, that wisdom, and that endurance in the current level that you're at, you're not going to have it here. So you have to appreciate what you do have. I appreciate everything I have in my life. I know people who have a lot more than me at the same age. Kudos to them. I'm very happy for you, and I'm rooting for you to get more, and I'm rooting for you to be better. But I'm happy where I'm at. I love my job. I love what I do. I love my home. I appreciate it. It's not the biggest, but it's just right for me. I love the clothes on my back. They might not be the most expensive or the flyest, as people would like to say, but I like them, and I'm finding joy in them. So you have to find joy in where you're at in this moment and in this time. But you can't look at the Joneses up the street thinking, if I just had what they had, everything will be better. Because I know a lot of people with a lot more than me that are way miserable. I mean, way miserable. And I know a lot of people who have less than me that are miserable. And I know people who are at the same level as me that are miserable. You know why? Because they're always A, focused on their past, B, focused on what they don't have, or C, wanting what somebody else has. You can't focus on those things. You have to focus on where you're at right now in this moment in time. Everybody has a plan, everybody has a purpose, and everybody has a path. And if you understand that, you would understand that your path and where you're at this moment in time is exactly where you need to be, and you should find joy in that. I understand the loss of that loved one brought you so much pain, but there's still joy in that because you know they loved you, and you need to find joy in I love them, that you can love somebody so much that you still remember them and you have those memories with them. There's joy in that. I understand you might have lost your job, but maybe God was protecting you from something. So you need to find the joy in that and know that He is going to open another door to something bigger and something better. I understand that heartache hurts and you feel like you can't go on, but trust me, you can. You just have to be appreciative that God knows best and God wants what's best for you. And finding that joy in that moment and where you're at right now. Psalm 16 verses 7 and 8 read, I will bless the Lord who guides me. Even at night my heart instructs me. I know the Lord is always with me, and I will not be shaken, for He is right beside me. When I read that, that was so powerful and so profound to me that I literally broke it down. I literally was like, okay, what is this verse telling me? I know there's some goodness in it. And it was like, wow, I will bless the Lord who guides me. Oh, okay, you're guiding me, Lord. You have me on this path. I'm walking, yeah, some of it sucked. Some of it brought me great joy. Some of it brought me great heartache. But it also brought me good lessons to where I'm at now. And made me the person that I am now. So thank you. Even at night, He gives me my heart desires, which instruct me. Where do you think you get that desire to want to be that actress? Or do you get that desire to want to open that restaurant? Or be that chef? Or be the president of the United States? Where do you think you get those desires from? You get them from the Lord. The Lord put those in your heart for a reason, because that's the path that He wants you to go down. But sometimes you're not ready for that yet, so He has to give you lessons. In order to understand the lessons, you have to find the joy in the lessons, in the storms, and in the moment where you're at. And I know that the Lord is always with me, so I will not be shaken. That is so profound. He is always with me. For the last year, I've been literally saying the same prayer every morning. And up until about 2 weeks ago, I literally was like, Lord, I don't want anything of this world, God. I don't want nothing of this world. I just want you. I just want you. I just want you, God. I just want you. And I kept saying it. And the more I said it, the more empty I started becoming on the inside, not feeling like I had God with me. And then one morning, I said it, and then I heard God in that quiet, still voice as he likes to talk to you. And he literally said, baby girl, you got me. I'm right here. Why do you keep saying you don't want anything of this world and you just want me? You already have me. So let me give you the goodness of this world, the joys of this world. And man, when I heard that, my whole thinking changed. Literally. I literally was like, you know what? You're so focused on the future and what you don't have, you're not appreciating what you do have at this moment. You have life, you have breath, you're able to drive to a job you love, you're able to see a beautiful blue sky or even a cloudy, rainy day. You're able to walk your dogs in the crisp, cool air. You're able to eat some food. You're able to get in a warm bed at night. When I started realizing that, that's when I started going, you have a lot of joy that you are letting pass you by because you're so focused on what happened in the past, or you're so focused on what you don't have, or you even focus on what you're trying to get to instead of focusing on where you're at right now. So think about that. Think about where you're at right now. And if you're unhappy with anything in your life, this is another opportunity to change it and find that joy. So I hope this message inspired you today, because that's pretty much all I have to say about finding the joy in the now. Be appreciative. Love where you're at. Be happy with it. You can't change anything of your past. But one thing you can change is the path that you're going to walk on to your future. But it starts right now in this moment. And it starts with you finding that joy in you. Not in the world, not with things you don't have, with you and what you do have. And what you do have is life. You woke up this morning and you have another opportunity to be the best you. So go be great and just know that God loves you and I love you, and you have a wonderful week.